Ben and I are sitting in the cleanest room of the house right now, showing him some sketches for the fireplace mantle I'm working on, and he shows me a hat he's going to buy that just says no. Thanks, darling. Coffee is still dripping in Butler's pantry, and today I'm going to go through these brick veneer and find bricks that I want to use on our particular project, which means the ones that don't have a lot of wear and breaks. Now, these boxes are mixed. Some people might prefer their bricks to look more like this. I do not. So what I'm going to be doing is going through these boxes and pulling out the ones that I would like to see used. And if they get cut and they break, I'll have to have some backup. But hopefully there's going to be enough in these two boxes. There's 2 layers in each. And hopefully there'll be enough for me to use here on the fireplace. I believe I said 2 boxes, but actually I have 3 boxes, which is more than enough. But let's see. But like I said, some of them have very little breakage, so I'm going to put those aside and just start working on ones that I like and then putting back the ones I don't. They're all going to have some sort of breakage. These are old bricks that they've refurbished or recut. The ones that are really bad will not make it. They're also different thicknesses, which I'm seeing, which will not work for me because I'm that much of a stickler. So these, like these two, they're quite different. I think this is thinner than most. That guy's gonna stay out anyway. And unfortunately, we have to cut every single one of these bricks for the width that we have, even if it's just a little bit. So some of these ends, I have to remember, if it's a bad end, I can still use it. These bricks are old bricks that have been cut and repurposed. So once again, I'm going through these boxes to pull out ones that are not broken and chipped, such as this one here. They will still be cut and trimmed a little bit. I'm expecting some breakage, so hopefully I will have enough of bricks that I like. But we're gonna go from here. I need more of this. And I look up to see the color of the sky right now. That is amazing. I just ran out of the kitchen playing with the brick veneer to get a glimpse of this sky. Look how beautiful. I measured out the size of the mantle surround, or the fireplace surround, I'm sorry, and then we put the spacers in just to make sure we're on track. And here we go. The mastic is now going up, and in a moment I will explain what the white wood frame is that he's working off of. Here's an in-between phase of the brick veneer going up. Now, this white is just a frame that was built by the contractor to follow the straight edge. Once that comes off, it will be the black metal frame that's behind there. But these are exactly the way I laid them out on the table. And I am thrilled. And seeing it right now, I'm not sure if I'll paint it. You know, when they're separate and alone, the red really was more standoffish to me, but I'm not sure. Once this is done and grouted and the new mantle goes up and painted, I'm gonna live with it for a while before painting it out. It might be just perfect. I am thrilled. Now, honestly, I'm a little jealous that I didn't do this, but what a treat that somebody else did do it. I was able to do some other things. Now here's, I don't gonna say it's funny, but At one point, he was going to start from the bottom up, and I requested top down because I wanted the top to be without cuts versus the bottom. And so we discussed putting nails to keep it from creeping, and that's exactly what he had to do. So those will be pulled out at one point. And then he picked up some gray grout that is very similar to the paint color in the Butler's Pantry. So I thought that was pretty cool that he was actually trying to color coordinate things. It's gonna be like a gray, almost like the mastic in there. It's gonna look cool. But this happened a lot faster than I thought. Well, fast forward, here it is all done, and the mantle has been built, and I couldn't be more thrilled with how it came out. Here is the Saturday morning vibe right now. The mantle has been built. It still has to have holes filled and seams filled and painted, but I'm thrilled at how it came out. I have the rocking chair here. Ben's gonna come out soon, have his coffee. I'm heading outside with Willow. But I am just so pleased. It came out just like my sketch. This is all using just wood from Home Depot, which I know you would just build a mantle with wood. That's not what I'm saying. But literally he came back with 4 pieces and that's what he was able to build. But then we still have all of this going on. But what I didn't show you yet, out here, well, we're clapboarding the inside of the porch on this inner wall and this wall here. This used to be an outside wall. This used to have clapboards on it. So we are going to do the same out here. They were reclaimed boards. They are not original to the home. So I do not feel bad doing this. Personalizing this house, respecting its age, respecting its pedigree, but it is also the home we're going to live in. I'm going to show you a Tavern update in a moment, and if you are not on Instagram, wait until you see how far it's come. I love my late bloomers. Some of them didn't get very tall, but they still have a ways to go. The ones in the teapot are in the Butler's Pantry right now. I know some people don't like the smell. They do have an odd smell to them, but without having too many around, I'm okay. When I do a large grouping, I need to put them in another room. The lighting in here is horrible, so I can't brighten it up for you. We only have one north-facing window, and right now, one dimly lit chandelier. I will have more ambient light in here, or more light up lamps, but I wanted to show you what's going in. These are the lower cabinets. This is how they pocket in. Unfortunately, one of them came in broken, so I'm going to have to request another, and hopefully I can fix this one with a metal bracket until the new door comes in, which will probably take quite a while. But today the washer dryer go in place. But this is what they do. They go out and pocket in. Voila. So I'm gonna ask them to unbox everything else, which I should have done before. We had another little snafu with the order that came in. Cabinet doors weren't the right size. So I modified it, moving some doors around, and the contractors were amazing. They put it up in place so I could see it and make sure it worked out. So this was put up before the granite came in. And actually today while I'm making this video, they just measured for the granite. But now you can see the doors are on, and the doors that are to the right are a little bit bigger than the ones on the left. I will explain more once I'm standing in the room showing you the finished product. But what it meant was if we put them on the way the design was sent to us, it would be off-centered to the washer-dryer cabinets. In a moment, you're going to see inside of the cabinet to the left that doesn't have a door on it yet, I have taped an extension cord, and it's taped so it doesn't slide back down right now. But I forgot to have electricity brought in to the upper part of the bar for a lamp.
and there's just no way we're going to be able to run that up right now. So what I will be having done is a hole will be drilled on the side of the cabinet, large enough for a plug to go through, and I will be able to at least plug in a lamp to have here on top of the bar. Once again, hindsight, but it will still work out. And then I will get to start doing beadboard.
Coffee is brewing in the background. Can you hear the magic? It's just finishing up. But I wanted to show you something. I videotaped these lights for the kitchen cabinets and I did not use it to show you, but I thought I'd put them in here. It has a remote control. I got these on Amazon and I got it for more so the warm light, but it has these colorful lights too. And I thought how fun for Easter, for Halloween parties, Christmas parties. But let me show you. Simple on and off button. I have one of them behind the, well, actually, let me show you the unit first. These are rechargeable LED lights. And I'll show you again in the light. I just wanted to have it dark here so that you can see it better. These are rechargeable. It comes 4 to a pack. And they have magnetic strips on the back. And right now I'm just tucking it there on the shelf. Hitting my on button. And last night I was playing with some colors. Like, that would be so cute for Easter. But if I just wanted to have white, they have several versions of white. Like, that's a warm light that I like. So at night, if I'm wanting to have a little ambiance and mood here, and when we're having a gathering, I can light up my shelves. And I thought that was fun. And I can use these all over the house. I can use them outside in planters, just to really set the tone of when company's coming. Isn't that cool? So I got these. They're $40-something a box for 4 with the remote. Oh, coffee's ready. And I just thought those were fun. And you can also make them strobe and go through color changes. That I would not do. Still learning this. But sometimes it will go from like a fade from light to dark. Something that's not necessary, but like I said, when I have gatherings, I like to have fun with the themes and the experience. So some of these I can have on each shelf if I want. It's just fun. It's just something for fun.
If you didn't notice, I finished wallpapering the Butler's pantry. I will show more in another video. So today's simple pleasure, it is nice enough that I can sit outside, journal, and I'm journaling about making our maple syrup, showing what I'm doing different this year versus last year, because first of all, last year was our first year and it was a learning curve for us. This year, I'm doing things that will make it easier, I think. So I'm making notes, my previous page. It's not the neatest writing because I'm sitting in a chair here outside, but I think it's working out perfect. And like I said, this is my simple pleasure today. Today I tackled the honeysuckle that was also suffocating the lilac trees. I have bittersweet and we have the honeysuckle that I'm going to be cutting out now. So I'm doing this while we're making maple syrup. I'm outside. Oh, and I'm seeing right now, I have daffodils coming up. The daffodils are starting to come up. This area right here is soon going to look like this. But first, I have to tackle something. I'm really shocked at how much I got out of the tree. Again, this is the second pile. The first pile, I remember, was bittersweet. This is the honeysuckle. It's 3 o'clock, still working out in the yard. I've been doing some things in the garden, still boiling off the sap. That takes forever. And we just got notice that rain is coming. So regardless of the sap being completely done or not, before the rain shows up, I'm gonna hopefully have 20 minutes or so. I'll keep evaporating it here, and then if need be, the final stage will be done in the house. We're almost at the point where it would have to come into the house anyways, but I was really hoping to get the majority done here, which we might still. It looks like I'm doing some sort of science experiment here, but I'm actually multitasking. Right now I'm getting ready, or actually I've started to now do the last process for the maple syrup. I'm looking for that to get up to 216, and this happens fairly quickly, so I have to watch it close. So I'm trying to get this video done fast. I've reserved some to make maple candies, and I have the oven on to pop a chicken in the oven, and I still have the mess here. But a couple more weeks, I should have a total kitchen to myself. Well, this year the candy didn't work out as planned. It took too long, and I ended up just using it as a maple syrup, and it's a nice darker, richer color than this. So let me show you what last year's maple candies looked like, which came out perfect. Maybe in a year or few I will do a tutorial on how we did this, but we are not experts. So I will leave that up to them for how to make things like this. But I will keep sharing things that inspire me and will hopefully inspire you to create your own version of fine living, no matter how simple or grand that may be, no matter where you live. Until next time, kindred spirits, bye now.